Good morning, afternoon, evening time zone, wherever you are in the world. My name is Gluefoot. Today continues the Hildibrand Manderville fan dubbing that I've been undertaking for the past few weeks. It's a good opportunity to do cold reads, so yeah, and it's just fun. Welcome in. I'm gonna jump straight into it. Ellie has the latest information on the Phantom Thief's target. If you remember when last we left our heroes, they had gone to a wedding to try to thwart this Phantom Thief who was going to steal the maiden's virtue. Little did they know the virtue was actually referring to a necklace that had been gifted to the Lavender Maiden? Lapis Maiden. Anyway. Arden, I was wondering when you'd show up. I've got the latest scoop on the victor's spoils that our many-faced friend has set his sights on. Have you visited the Colosseum of late? There's a tourney in the works, and it's likely to be a big one. The Mithril Cup, sponsored by none other than Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. They say that Master Fergeis will be furnishing the prizes himself from his personal collection. Small wonder it's captured the attention of Mr. Sticky Fingers. You are familiar with the concern, yes? It's the largest mining interest in the Sultanate, after all. The chairman, Master Fergeis, sits on the syndicate, and possesses such wealth that rumor has it he could buy half the realm if he chose to. He's also renowned for being something of a martial arts enthusiast. With his positioning affording him little opportunity to test his own skills, he settles for living vicariously through the exploits of others, hence his sponsorship of tournaments like the Mithril Cup. My colleague Ganelon is in Uldar, covering the tourney as we speak. If we were to track him down, I bet he'd be able to give us something to get our investigation started. Alright, cool. Back to Uldar, finally. Uldar Steps of Nald. Let's go. Oh, hello. Let's see, where do we need to go? No, I can't really teleport closer reasonably. Okay. Yes? I'm a busy man. If you're looking for small talk, I suggest you look elsewhere. No need to be rude, Ganelon. He's a friend of mine. Now, what say you share your latest findings with us? I promise I'll make it worth your while. Ellie! If it isn't the Mithril Eyes Star Reporter, come to have a laugh at Ganelon's expense before returning to pen your latest front-page feature, huh? Oh, very well. Just promise you'll put in a good word for me with the higher-ups, okay? Now, let me tell you this. There's strange things afoot in the Colosseum. Bugger all, it's a travesty, I tell you. Who's this? Just some randos? Oh. These guys are, dressed interestingly. Hotch, Hugh, and Hema, whatever is the matter? And where, pray tell, is Hutchin? The four of you will compete for the cup together, yes? I fear that an unfortunate mishap has left Hutchin in no condition to fight. We were just on our way to convey the dire news to Dower Meadow. Mishap my arse. This was sabotage. Some bloody coward out there will stop at nothing to eliminate his competition. I swear it on my subligar. Lower your voice, Hotch. My head stings enough without your bloody shouting. Briardien? Nope. Oh, it's Hutchins. Hutchin! Should you not be resting your wounds? Oh, but forgive your incompetent, unworthy comrade. If I had been quicker with my mantra, we would still be 4 men strong. Oh, this is throwing me off. What is it? Red, green, pink, blue? Or is that brown? Ugh, this is my nightmare. Do not berate yourself so, Hamo. In victory and in defeat, the Montravilles? Not the Mandervilles, the Montravilles. The Montravilles fight as one. You bear no more responsibility for my wounds than I. Any road, I dare say I'll not be getting back into fighting, fettled by arsing about in bed. I'm ready to chant some mantras. How about the lot of you? Hutchin, for you I'm always ready. Now that's what I like to hear. 1,000 mantras, and I want each one to ring out over the Sagoli. Yeah! Ha! Red, green, pink, and purple. Okay, thank you for the correction. I'll admit, the red and the green were the biggest guesses. But purple, the Montravilles? Aye, as Hutchin tells it, they took their name from a training partner they met at the Fist of Ralger. A man they most admired for his devotion and chiseled physique. Consider me not the least bit interested. This talk of attacks on the competitors, however, of this I would hear more. Yes. I mentioned that strange things were afoot, yes? With mere days left before the Mithril Cup, a staggering number of would-be combatants have withdrawn, citing a host of curious ailments and injuries. With the list of entrants shrinking by the day, the organizers have been forced to abandon the elimination format in favor of a mass melee between what few battlers remain. The Phantom Thief's Challenge. Gladiators dropping like flies. No, this is no mere coincidence. I would speak to the individual in charge of the event. Where might I find him? Though the concern sponsors the tourney, the day-to-day organizational duties are being handheld by a fellow the name of Dower Meadow. He should be in his office in the Colosseum's halls. I'll send word to the gateman, Yuyubaya. He owes the Mithril Eye a favor or two. Oh, splendid! Come, Arden, we've got a case to crack. But yeah, I actually do really appreciate the color correction there. Oh hey, it's my good friend, Oryx Antiopok. Do I need to go inside? Speak with you, Yaba, in the Colosseum? Just because, like, colorblindness is, unfortunately, like, something that I just have to cope with. So I will ask for colors, and that's always an invitation to chime in. From the Mithril Eye, you say? Then by all means you are free to enter. Thanks, Yuyubaya. Lalafells are always, well, they're not always. They're actually very hit or miss. Some of them are very, like, billionaire coded. I am Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing, you know the deal, yes? And you must be Dower Meadow. I was hoping I could ask you a few questions about the upcoming tourney. I like this guy. Who am I to argue with free publicity? And from a charming little thing like yourself. Ask away, me girl. Yeah, but the green was kind of brownish green. Yeah, I mean, it's... colorblindness is hard to explain because it's a perceptual disability. So it's like trying to explain, like, what deafness or blindness is like. Like, you're trying to explain the lack of something. And I don't lack color vision, it's... or at least not in totality, it's that, like, I get stuff confused like that. And actually, honestly, like, purple, I did not recognize purple as a color until a couple years ago. Anyway. Back on topic. That said, between the challenge from that so-called Phantom Thief and now these bizarre attacks targeting the fighters, our attorney's already the talk of the town. Not that you'll see me complaining, provided someone's still left to fight, that is. You're free to investigate as you wish, but you'd be smart to exercise some caution. Needless to say, recent events have everyone here a bit on edge. Why, just moments ago, one fighter almost took off another's head for insulting the color of his sublet. Looks like we've got ourselves another... Huh? These two aren't in the entry books. Oh, hey, it's the boy and the other boy. And our challenger unleashes a vicious right hook as the gentleman inspector was channeling his strength for his next attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner! Inspector Briardien. As efficient as ever, I see. Few years ago is crazy, but I understand. Yeah, like, that's... it just happens. Food. Hello, Cold. A true gentleman eschews violence. Inspector. You were thinking. It annoyed me. Dower Meadow, I presume. Tell me everything you can about the prizes for this tourney, and try to be brief. I was wondering when you might ask. Mr. Fargis has spared no expense in making the Mithril Cup the most lucrative tourney this Coliseum's ever seen. The victor will receive a true treasure from his collection, the Warden's Grace, a ring fitted with the largest sun sphere you'll find outside of Karn. The second and third place prizes are nothing to sneeze at neither, but I don't care how many faces he's got. We've nothing to fear from this thief. The concern has hired an elite regiment of stone torches to watch over the vault day and night. Yes, just as the brass blades were so successful in stopping the thief last time. If you want your treasures safe, go fetch them and bring them to me. And be quick about it, I haven't all day. Fear I can't do that, Inspector. After all, what proof do I have that you ain't the Mr. Many-Faces in another of his elaborate get-ups? No, if you want to get your hands on the spoils, you'll have to claim them as any other would. In battle. As a matter of fact, what with the ranks thinned as they are, we're actively recruiting new competitors. The more the merrier, and the more lucrative at that. Ha ha ha! Did I not notice the new profile stuff? I didn't check. I noticed you changed your name. But I'm a bit focused on this at the moment. Now, where did our receptionist get off to? Over here, you slimy bugger. Now, we've got some fresh blood for the melee. Give me a moment, will ya? I've only got 8 arms. Where are they legs? Ooh. New profile picture? Nice. Congrats. Oh, you called? I was about to give Miss Lovely Avila the grand tour. Inspector Hildibrand, look, he's purple. Astute as ever, Nashu. This color, the overabundance of appendages, I smell a case. Ah, that's just my receptionist, Ultros. Don't be startled now. Yeah, he's an ugly little bugger, but he's friendly enough. Word has it, he was one of many bizarre creatures born from a recent experiment with ancient incantations at the Thaumaturge's Guild. They were going to seal him away in a hole in the desert with the others, when he opened his slobbering mouth and started pleading for his life. I just want to live in peace. I'll do anything. Anything. So, the management hired him to perform odd jobs at the Coliseum. And am I ever glad they did. I tell you, this job ain't glamorous, but it sure has its perks. What a delicious morsel. I want to get my tentacles around her. Ooh, ew, that's creepy. I know not who you are or where you hail from, and I do not care. If you dare challenge me, my Tempest Blade will show you no mercy. You can forget about your case, Inspector. There's only one who will claim the victor's spoils, and that is me. Oh, I just love it when she talks tough. Now, who's the chump who wanted to get a pummeling by my lovely little Avi? Why is everyone looking at me? Though a gentleman takes far more pride in rescuing fair damsels than fighting them, I fear we have little recourse. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall do what must be done to... Arden Vode will be entering the tournament on my behalf. Arden Vode? You do look like a Vode. Well, bugger me with a spear to think I'd see the day when a warrior of light stood in my coliseum. Hear that clink, clink, clinkin'? That's the sound of Gil pouring into our coffers when the public finds out a true Eorzean hero will be stepping into the ring to fight for the Mithril Cup. Oh, and I reckon your friend can tag along too. Show him where to sign, Ulti. With Arden, I suppose we have as good a chance as any. Now, we just need to make sure that he doesn't come down with some curious injury. The Gladiatrix. Vila, was it? Seemed quite certain of her chances at victory. Suspiciously certain, I would say. Aha! I am already 10 steps ahead of you, Inspector. That Ultros fellow seemed most knowledgeable about Miss Avila. Come, Nashu. The investigation is afoot. Use ChatGPT, but I have no idea. Again, -2 on the ChatGPT, man. Like, just... I say just learn to drop it. I don't know, like, you can make some interesting stuff on your own. As much as that sounds like an amazingly productive line of investigation, might I suggest that our first priority is to keep Arden here safe. Let us return to Ganelin and see what else he can tell us of these mysterious attacks on the combatants. Very well. I shall leave that task to you. I have a lead of my own to investigate. Should you uncover any new information, I trust you will share it with me at first opportunity. Alright, steps annulled. You again? I've already told you that... What? Entered the tourney, you say? Are you out of your bleeding mind? Look, I've got a suspicion or two, which I'm happy to share with you, but in the end, you have to protect yourself, you hear? So, I've been asking around, and it seems that more than a few of the fighters who pulled out of the tourney were scheduled to fight a warrioress by the name of Avila. Now, I can't make any promises, but my instincts tell me this girl is bad news. But don't take it from me when you can hear it from someone who crossed blades with her just a few days ago. Fellow by the name of Raging Rat. He had the misfortune of being matched up with Avila in the preliminary round and earned himself a right bruising from it all. Last I heard, he was resting back up at the Pugilist Guild. Why don't you pay him a visit? Ooh, haven't been there in a while. Come to have a good laugh at old Raging Rat's expense, have you? Well, you're not the first. I say, is there not a man in this entire realm with an ounce of sympathy? Greetings, good sir. How fortunate you are today that your guest is Hildibrand Manderville, gentleman and inspector. Now, if you would, please enlighten me to how exactly it was that you were beaten to a bloody pulp by Miss Avila. Gentlemen, my arse. Have you not a whit of delicacy? Never you mind. Look, the records may say I lost, but I'll admit nothing of the sort. I'll shout it at the top of my lungs if no one else will. The girl doesn't fight fair. Tempest Blade? Some kind of foul sorcery, if you ask me. Mark my words, that girl is up to no good. If she weren't so damned easy on the eyes, she'd be rotting in gaol as we speak. The girl's Alamegan, or haven't you heard? You know how it is with those refugees. Why fight with honor when you've got nothing to lose? That's racist. Yes, and why not disparage an entire people in a pathetic attempt to salvage your sorry pride? This one's a real piece of work, Arden. Let us be on our way. I didn't mean no offense, miss. Just telling it like it is, as it were. Perhaps it truly is some manner of sorcery, as the fellow says. Or perhaps she works with an accomplice? She didn't strike me as the magic-wielding type. If I were a betting woman, I'd put my gill on the latter. Right now it's your mascot? Alright. Ah, Miss Ellie, the thrill of the chase has struck a chord with you as well. Yes, I can see it in the wrinkles beneath your eyes. We might very well make an inspectress of you yet. I'll give you a good wrinkle, you insensitive boor. If what the man says is true, it is likely that her fellow Alamegans might sympathize with her plight. An accomplice would hardly be out of the question. Yes, I can see it now. Two unfortunate souls, shunned by those around them, united by destiny and a common desire for justice. Ample appendages whirling wildly, sending gusts of wind flying every which way. Avila and Ulti, a match made in the heavens. Were it any more obvious, I could have solved this case without leaving my home. Incredible! Your powers of deduction never fail to amaze, Inspector. What is it with you two and that infernal octopus? Mr. Ultros should still be at the Colosseum. Let us hurry before he slithers back off to whencesoever he came. Here we go. Beans indeed, Cold. Beans indeed. Shh, friend, and look over yonder. Behold those exquisite legs, those stylish tentacles, the unearthly undulations of his squirmy, squishy body. Yes, our friend Ulti is a most fascinating creature indeed. Behold how he carefully eyes the gladiatrix before him. What manner of mischief is he plotting? Oh, he's creeping on people. He speaks. Yes, this is most suspicious indeed. Oh ho, what is this? The girl has fled in a panic. Our friend Ulti appears to be discouraged. Look at the way his shoulders sag. Or how they would sag if he had shoulders. Our quarry is on the move. Quickly, Nashu, we must pursue. And off we go. Yeah? Oh. Just need to go in front of the Colosseum. Whoops. Okay. First part done. There's like 5 quests. And that took about 25 minutes. Making good time. Mr. Ulti seems to have found himself another gladiatrix. What might he be plotting this time? Look at those succulent legs. I'd reckon they taste wonderful in a good marinara sauce. Marinara sauce. Ah, he speaks! And another girl rushes off. Whatever did he say to her? He looks so sad. Shall we douse him in lemon butter and put him out of his misery, Inspector? Whatever is he doing with these girls anyway? Ate some beans and think you're allergic to beans because your stomach is killing you? I mean, you can get your allergies tested. That's a thing that's, like, possible. Like, but it's only an issue if it happens consistently. Oh, my controller just fell down. God, I hate how fragile the, like, port on the PS4 is, or on the PS4 controller is. Like, just doesn't stay in. Ooh, also, that just messed up the cable itself. Alright. Looks like I need a new USB mini cable. He looks so... Oh, okay. I already said that line. Call me crazy, but I think he likes them. Gasp! Yeah, he just has a thing for gladiatrix. Hildibrand is contemplating the implications of Ultros' behavior. Poor misunderstood Ulti. Here we suspected him of criminal activity, when in truth he was just a gentle soul luckless in love. Oh, Ulti, can you find it in your squishy, slimy heart to forgive us? Yes. Now, perhaps we should return to our investigation. If Avila is as suspicious as they say, perhaps we should follow her around for a bit. Dower Meadow back at the Colosseum should be able to enlighten us as to her whereabouts. Honestly, might just be that your food filled you up a lot. I mean, beans are kind of fibrous, so they'll do that. An excellent idea, Miss Ellie, but I have a better one. Let us return to the Colosseum and speak with Dower Meadow. From him we shall ascertain Miss Avila's whereabouts, upon which we shall follow her to see if she is indeed as suspicious as they say. Come, Nashu, the investigation calls. Yay! He literally just repeated what Ellie said. Don't think Uncle Ulti didn't see you following me. What's the big deal? What's the big idea, huh? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. Or am I? Come on now, I just want what any octopus wants. A cute girl, untold riches, and the admiration of millions. Can't Uncle Ulti dream? Well, kids, hate to ink and run. Then again, I am an octopus. Okay. Ooh. Speak with Dour Meadow on the steps of Thal. Oh, hey. You're in your, let's see, what is that? Is that a dancer look? White Mage Scholar? Can't tell what job that's for. Anyway. Dour Meadow. Yes? What is it this time? I'm a busy man. Looking for Avila, you say? She said something about sharing a flagon with her countrymen over at the Coffer and Coffin. I reckon you might still find her there. I'll warn you, though. If you're smart, you'll keep your distance from that one. That poor bugger Ganelin tried to interview her for an article. Thought the girl was going to rip his head clean off. How can I put this? She doesn't seem to take kindly to being asked questions of a personal nature, if you catch my drift. That said, if you're looking for a good sparring match to warm me up for the tourney, that might just be the ticket. Ha ha! I can assure you there will be no need for gratuitous fisticuffs, my good sir. With my remarkable powers of espionage, we will ascertain all the information we need, without the fiery lass even being alerted to our presence. Let us be off. Also, if you ate a whole plate of beans, that's a lot of beans. Coffer and Coffin. Central Thanalan, let's just teleport there. Okay. Ooh, I should actually pay attention to this message. For monk stats, what priority for materia? Behold, the lovely Miss Avila just as predicted. Let us keep watch from here so as not to set off the girl's famed temper. How many times must I tell you there is no cause for concern? The spoils shall be mine. It may as well be writ in stone. Do you realize what this means? We have suffered, and suffered long, but my victory shall mark a new era. Just as Rauban Alden won a new life for himself in the Colosseum, I shall win a new life for our people. The prize I shall claim will bolster the wealth of our people 10,000-fold. In a land where wealth is power, we will be kicked to the gutter by the Oldons no longer. And with that, I must be off to the Nanawa mines to meet my sister. Miss Avila's self-assurance is ever a sight to behold. I deduce that my own chances of felling her on the field of battle are infinitesimal. I could have told you that before you signed up. Come now, we have a suspect to pursue. And Ultros is right there. Lying in wait. Trying to steal Avila from Uncle Ulti's tentacles, are you? I'm afraid that isn't going to happen. Yes, Uncle Ulti's homemade explosive will see that this is the end of the road for you. Does that make me a bad octopus? Ah, the distinctive smell of fire sand. Another one of your handcrafted explosives, I take it, Nashu? Heavens no, Inspector. This is far too elaborate to be one of mine. Do you think whoever crafted this would be willing to give me a lesson? They're on to me. Preposterous. Could it be that Musclehead isn't as stupid as he looks? I see. In any event, I shudder to think of what might happen if an unsuspecting passerby chanced upon such a hazardous object. Allow me. Heave... Ho! You gotta be kidding me! Team Rocket's blasting off again! Alright. We can mount up for this. That maiden in mining garb must be the sister of whom Miss Avila spoke. Let us listen a bit closer. I thought we agreed, no hard labor until your leg is healed. I swear, sometimes I think you were born solely to give your poor sister headaches. Says the girl who once fought off 10 Imperials with one good arm. Perhaps someday you'll understand that your little sister can take care of herself just as well as you. Speaking of which, what news of the tourney? Worry not, Hegelina. I have taken all the necessary precautions. The Warden's grace is as good as ours. Even the most modest estimates value it worth some 30 million gil. Do you realize what this means? Necklaces from Eshtims, sun-silk dresses, all the luxuries you've ever wanted will be yours. The poor little girls in shabby clothes, objects of pity and scorn for the Uldan upper crust, those days are over. After I claim victory, we will take our rightful place at the top of society. I don't know, Avi. Wealth is all well and good, but when I see you stand tall in the Colosseum, hundreds and thousands cheering your name, I am proud. No matter how humble our birth, if we stand strong and stand together, this alone is all the wealth I asked for. That is your problem, Hegelina. You've always been too quick to settle for less than your worth. But worry not, for your sister is watching over you. I will do this. For us. Now, I must return. Gods forbids one of those prying reporters overhears us. That's my Avi. Unfazed by a duel to the death, yet terrified to be caught in a moment of tenderness. May the gods smile on you, sister, and be safe. A more moving display of sisterly love I have not seen. And yet I fear it has afforded us little in the way of prospective clues. Hey, Ultros is in the background. It would seem Miss Avila's obsession with victory runs even deeper than we imagined. That said, I can't help but feel a bond with the girl. My sister and I were alone in the world too, you see. Inspector, did you just hear what I heard? Look, kids, Uncle Ulti has had it up to here with you. Do you think you could just fall in this pit and die like a good little boy? What the heck? I'm talking to you, Mr. Warrior of Light. Hear that sound? Just one step closer. Closer. Oh, Hildibrand's in the ground again. Not you, you idiot! No need for... Sorry. No need for concern, friends. I have simply taken the liberty of investigating this hole in the ground, and am pleased to report that there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary. Our hero. Now, shall we return to Ul'dah? The Mithril Cup will be starting before long, and the last thing we want after all this is to lose our bout by forfeit. Could it be? Did that musclehead dive straight into my trap to save his companions? The others seem completely unsurprised at this turn of events. Doubtless he has performed such selfless acts before. A true gentleman, if ever I saw one. But if you think that means I'm gonna show mercy on you, you've got another thing coming. Time to break out the big guns, kids. Wait a minute. I dug 2 pits, didn't I? Come to think of it, the second one was right around... Give me a break! Oh, poor Ultros. Gate of Nald. What price victory awaits? God, I do love the look of Ul'dah from here. Hive of scum and villainy that it is, excuse me. Hive of scum and villainy that it is, it's still, it's freaking beautiful. Love me a good walled ringed city. Yes? Is something the matter? We're on something of a tight schedule here, Inspector. Stand back, Miss Ellie. My well-honed inspector's senses are tingling. I feel a most fearsome adversary lurking about. I feel I should have gone Red Mage for these quests. It much more fits the style. Oh, it's just Ultros again. With another bruise. Starting to look like Chun-Li. This time you're really up the creek without a paddle, kids. Say hello to a not-so-little friend of mine from the Coliseum. He's large, he's in charge, and most of all, he's hungry. Honestly, his eyes are what's, like, throwing me off. They're just so human. Where in the world is he? I haven't got all night. Godbert? Oh, okay. Godbert took care of the... That's our boy. That's our dad. Look at that man. My Chimera! Who is that half-naked fool? Father, could it be that the aura of unmitigated murderous rage that I felt was not our quarry, but you? Hildy, I was merely taking a stroll in search of inspiration and materials for my newest masterpiece in the making. What brings you and your friends to these parts today? Just a bit of sleuth work, Father. Just a bit of sleuth work, Father dear. And with that, we must return to Ul'dah. If you have not heard, your son is set to compete for the Mithril Cup. Oh-ho! Moonlighting as a gladiator, are we? A fitting second career for a Manderville man, if I do say so myself. That muscle-bound old man is the inspector's father? Oh, remind me to never go to one of their family reunions. God, just who is this inspector anyway? Hildy is a worthy rival, if ever there were one. Who goes there? Oh, is it... Ah, Gilgamesh. Hildy, Aden, I have been waiting for this day. He's back. Well, looky who we have here. Greg. Yeah, it's Greg again. You're quite the intimidating gent yourself. A friend of the Inspector, mayhap? I am Gilgamesh, wandering duelist, and I am not so much the Inspector's friend as his enemy. Well, that makes two of us. Perk up, Gulliver, because this might be our lucky day. Is there no one in this accursed realm who can remember my... Call me what you will, friend, but heed my words. Aden is a formidable foe. Favorite character? I don't blame you. That's sounding like high praise coming from a big fellow like yourself. To have such a powerhouse as his sidekick, that Inspector must be something else indeed. I know not what brings you to do battle with those two, but I warn you, you will end up as seafood soup if you face them alone. And with that, I must be off. For reasons I do not entirely understand, I am considered something of a fugitive in these parts. Yeah, I wonder why that could be. Aden. I will not fall so easily this time. But no, you fell pretty easily last time due to gravity. Well, it looks like I've got my legs full. I'll aid of them. But if that adventure is too strong to take on alone, I'll just have to bring along a friend. Ha 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 ha! Godbird is on him. A supplely twisting ring calling to mind the undulations of a creature of the sea. Yes, inspiration has struck. I'll admit, I did not expect Greg to show up again. Nobody here but us octopodes? Look forward to your next life as a masterpiece, fiend. He's fast. Muscleheads! I hate them! I'm trying not to, like, actually yell, is the other problem. I need to start doing these in my, like, actual vocal booth. But also, again, I have other people in the house to consider. So I can't be, like... I can't be unlimited volume. Penny for your thoughts, Wymond? You sent us on these crazy quests. Keep that coin purse bulging, are we? They say the streets of Uldar are made of gold, but piles of gil are what pave your way. Yeah, I'm glad the aspect ratio is working out. My OBS preview... The moan. Did I moan on accident? Whatever. Good heavens, chancing upon father like that. I dare say it's taken a year off my life. Quite a crowd has assembled. It would seem the festivities are nigh about to commence. I had hoped to uncover more of Miss Avila's secrets, but no matter. What better place to continue my investigation than on the field of battle? Attaboy, Hildibrand. Hildibrand appears to be in something of a hurry. Good heavens, we haven't much time before the tourney begins. We must hasten back to the Colosseum and apprise ourselves on the rules of engagement. To a true gentleman, battle is not about victory or defeat, but fighting with honor. Whatever treachery or guile my opponents may employ, I must not. No, I will not lower myself to their level. See, Ellie's just kind of like accepted that this is what you do with Hildibrand. Bumps on the head, chipped teeth. Oh, I am one shabby-looking octopus. I tell you, they don't pay me enough for this. But that's all gonna change soon, isn't it, buddy? Ah, Mr. Ultros, just the octopus we were looking for. I was hoping that you might enlighten us as to... Ye gods, who gave you those ghastly bruises? Bruises? I fell down the stairs, that's all. Now get lost, I'm a busy octopus. Funny story. One of my friends in high school, came into class with, like, a hickey on his neck. And so we asked him, like, hey, Jack, what happened? And he was like, I fell down the stairs. Like, that's how he got a hickey, is by falling down the stairs. Ouch. You have my sympathies, good sir. It is challenge enough to coordinate 4 limbs, let alone 8. Is there someone inside your office? No, whatever gave you that idea? I'm simply, fumigating the place for pests. Pests like yourself. Now, don't you have a battle to go fight? I don't know who that is, so I don't know how to, like, do the voice. Inspector, I think something's alive in there. That's just me talking to myself. Yes, gods, yes, gods. Working as a receptionist is fun. Battered, bruised, beset by vermin, and still able to find joy and fulfillment in your work. I say, Mr. Ultros, your passion for your chosen profession is truly an inspiration to us all. Keep getting spittle on my monitor. Auden, if you would come with me for a moment. I fear the stupidity in the air may be contagious. Well, has your investigation borne any fruit? I see you back there. I see. Avila seeks to win the tourney to claim a fortune and raise her and her sister out of poverty. Furthermore, she has implied that she has taken the necessary precautions to ensure that her victory is all but certain. Okay. Skill speed until you hit whichever GCD you want. From there, crit, direct hit. What's det? This applies for all jobs. Ah, yes, the good old response to falling down the steps, yeah. While trailing her, you narrowly evaded a series of dastardly obstacles, and upon your return, that strange octopus appeared considerably worse for the wear. The evidence points in one direction. The Alamegan girl and Ultros are plotting together to claim the Mithril Cup as its lucrative prize. Well, you were right about one thing, Briardien. The stupidity is contagious, and you have been infected. It is not as preposterous as it sounds. I have done some research on our eight-legged friend. It would appear that Ultros is something of a regular at Uldar's taverns and, houses of pleasure. I suspect that he is using his knowledge of the workings of the Colosseum to identify and eliminate potential threats, thereby ensuring victory for Avila and earning himself a healthy commission. There is also the matter of the Tempest Blade that is rumored to be the source of the Alamegan girl's strength. This remains a mystery, which means that I fear your life is still in danger, Aden. One of the guards informed me that several crates of refuse from the Colosseum reception room were hastily discarded in Pearl Lane not bells ago. It is a stab in the dark, but the contents may yet provide some answers. I would ask you bring them to me. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip of water here. Search Pearl Lane for Colosseum refuse. Easy enough. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm glad the Hildibrand quests are actually mostly dialogue. Just because I've chosen them for the purpose of, like, practicing cold reads. And so, having that be the majority of time of, like, what I'm doing in here, actually feels good. Feels good to have a purpose and go out and execute it. The trouble with truffles. Are we gonna find a truffle pig? Well, let me see what you have found. Now, what have we here? Ah, yes, a spectacular assortment of innards and entrails, and... what's this? A sack, even more foul-smelling than the gore it was lying in, if that can be believed. And look here, something appears to be written on the side. Sintgot Sundries. You were like 13, gave yourself a hickey on your arm, and your mother saw and asked me where I got it, and I lied that you hit it on the table. That, to me, is more believable than the falling down the stairs thing. Let us pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us as to the exact nature of their partnership. Oh, I can actually just travel to Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Cool. It's marginally faster, but worth it, IMO. Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? I'm sorry, sir, but if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No exchanges, replacements, or refunds. I stand by the quality of my wares, and I expect my customers to do the same. Wait, now, did Ultros send you? It's on the inside of your arm around the elbow. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit harder to believe. That is funny, though. I'll be asking the questions here. What exactly did you sell to that ungodly creature? Why, an entire sack full of gold truffles. Can you believe it? What with the impressive price and that, distinctive aroma, they're only for the most discerning of customers. Which is why Mr. Ultros clearly is, as he just placed another order today. Could these truffles be somehow connected to No, I shall stop myself before I start sounding like... Inspector Briardien! It wounds me, that you would sneak off to conduct your investigation without me. And to steal away Arden here, this gentleman is not impressed. Did you find anything, Inspector? Good gods, what is that dreadful smell? Miss Ellie, I would have expected a cultured young woman like yourself to be more educated in the Epicurean arts. That is the most distinct and delightful aroma of the gold truffle. An acquired taste, to be sure, but one that has won the heart of many an Ul'dan gourmet. I particularly enjoy them slow roasted, as my dear mother makes them. Ah, first mention of Hildibrand. Hildibrand? Momderville. Roasted, you say? Why, my mouth's just watering thinking about it. Might I be so bold as to ask the recipe? It appears the productive portion of this conversation has come to an end. Besides, the tourney is about to begin. Let us make haste back to the Colosseum. Okay, I think we have like 2 more quests in this stint of Hildibrand. Briardien has seen enough incompetence for the day. Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Colosseum before the battles begin. Here is the plan, Arden. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? Yeah, good enough. Quest accepted. Oh, hey, it's Party Rick. Let's see. Nope, that's not a valid... Oh, I should have teleported. Whatever. Is that your Reaper getup? Yeah, that's a Reaper getup. Looks good. There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. I'd be remiss not to tell you that there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury. None other than our very own Ultros has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers across town are raking in the gill, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Fergeist himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking good for the future's looking bright for old Dower Meadow, it is. So what say ya? Are you ready to get your asses kicked? Yeah, ha ha ha! It's a cool-ass suit, yeah. Ready for battle? I'm hurting my voice with that, grit that I'm putting on his. I didn't warm up properly for gritty voices, so I might have to drop it. Aye, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. Alright, let's see what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Your concern is our concern, is about to begin. Yeah, I'm like tasting blood. I definitely did not do that grit properly. Who will stand atop the heap of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Alamigo? Aden, the famed warrior of light. Or, who was that grinning fool again? Ah, that's right. Humberbatch, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the eight-legged purple purveyor of pain? Mwahaha! Here I am. Did you miss me? Aye, I'd say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions and let the battles begin. Ah. Need more water. Alright, you know the deal. We team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive. And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise. Oh, she was. Okay. More like a magnet for fame with how much bruises he's gotten? Yeah, real. Look at Avila's blade spin. Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed him tough in Alamigo, that's for certain. You are next. Here we go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm. Literally. Nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fighting is giving Uncle Ulti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute. Roasted truffles? Braised in a savory sauce, just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sack full where that came from. That meddling musclehead! What's taking him so damned long? The girl's gaze... Wait, hold on. The girl's gaze gives it away. Open that gate at once. From there? What is that monstrosity? Mr. Typhon! Is that your stomach I hear rumbling? Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps? Smash. Much like the forest. Wood. What fascinating friends you have, Ulti. Why, just look at this charming little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles? Actually, don't really need to dub that part. Could it be? I feel a vaunted Tempest Blade. It was that monster all along. That girl played us all for fools. don't look at me. It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus. You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend. I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle. You know, for my work and all. Come on, Dower. Has Uncle Ulti ever lied to you? What did I tell ya? I knew there was something fishy about that Alamegan whore. Oh, harsh. Alamegans, beggars and brutes, the lot of them. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sight before I get sick. Oh, poor Avila. But I just wanted to... Oh, my sister... I feel for the girl. Really, my little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Ulti may be so bold, I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors. That would be me, my buddy Typhon, and Aden here. What do you say, Mr. Warrior of Light? Fine. I guess I agree. Aye, that's what we wanted to see. Ultros, Ultros, Ultros. Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events. But who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue, Halatali. The fighters, the tag team of Ultros and Typhon versus the Warrior of Light. Who will be left standing when the storm has settled? Be there, or miss a battle for the ages. Why does the back of Ultros' head look like a face? I had not been paying attention, but yeah, Paraidola goes hard. Paraidola? How do you say that word? Nah, stuck in the ceiling. So, to review. The truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Alamegan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I've encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Arden. Let us make for Halatali. Alright, speak with Dower Meadow at Halatali. Where do I go? Is that your Gunbreaker fit? Camp Drybone. Let's teleport there. Alright. I'm trying not to slouch as well, because I am sitting down, but... And this is part of why I want to do this in my vocal booth, is, oh, I'm gonna have to queue up soon. But it's easier for me to maintain proper, like, breath support and stuff, and so I can, like, do, for example, grit easier when I'm standing up, because I have the support of my diaphragm to, like, not harm my vocal cords. Well, this tourney's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, it looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you're bringing in the spectators, and the profits, I could give a gnat's arse. Ha ha ha! Now, I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the two has a size of a small house. So, here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, aye? Alright, Dragon's Neck is now accessible. Confront Ultros atop the Dragon's Neck. I can do it with NPCs, actually. Hold up. Yeah, I'll do it with NPCs, actually. Wait, that's not it. What? Enter Dragon's Neck with the party of other players. Okay, I see. So I can't do that. So I do need to actually queue up for it. I need Greg. This is perfect quest for him. Real. Let's see. Bowl of Embers. Dragon's Neck. There we go. Let me DM a buddy. Oh, hi. Invite to party. Not available on the free trial. No. Greg solos. Yeah, Greg solo. Well, I don't know. We didn't solo Greg, but yes, thank you, Caholan. All right. You got to queue us up, Oryx. Unless you can make me lead, but... Registered the party for duty. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Thank you for the help, Oryx / Valley. Oh, party makeup has changed. Registration withdrawn. Oh, cool. That was a pugilist thing I had to do. I leave myself in your capable hands. Oh, my chest hurts. Oh, because I'm leader now. Okay. I did not notice that I have been made leader. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Alright, average time 11 minutes. I'm gonna go to the BRB screen and just pop back in when it's ready. Okay. Guess we're back. Combatants! The final confrontation will be held here atop the dragon's neck. If all members of the team fall from the platform, they forfeited the match. Let the battle begin. Seafood soup is not on the menu today, kids! That was all very fast, dialogue. I had to do, like, management of, VOD stuff as well. Oh, I don't know which one to prioritize. Oh, no. I'm gonna go, I did not look up the mechanics for this fight. Check the party chat. Oh, I was not paying attention. I will admit I'm lost. This is where I am not being a gamer. Also, I'm not sure which one I should be prioritizing. I don't know how to, I don't have my focus target set. Oh lordy. It looks like the DPS are focusing on this one though. Alright, cool. Let's stay back a bit. I think we need to take them down both, like, in quick succession, so. Ah, that sucks. Ooh, that was close. Okay. This is going very poorly for me, I will admit. Oh. Didn't pay attention again. I didn't realize the AoE was spinning. Nine, 8. Okay, so I just need to stay alive here. 3, 2. Alright, I'm gonna pop my cooldowns. No! Ah. Alright, that was bad. That was a bad show of skill. Thwarted again. I feel like such a sucker. And Auden claims the Mithril Cup. I like those horns. Alright, yeah, that was a bad showing on my part. It's not party. I gotta wind up Ultros. Oh. Oh shit. Alright. Good show, Auden. Your performance has earned us front row seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Colosseum. Steps of Nald. Alright. And I did look it up while the queue was getting ready, and this is the last quest for today. So, just gonna, you know, finish that, and we'll be on our merry way. I'll have to cut the waiting out of the VOD. Alright. Continuing on. It's not even been 2 hours yet. Shame. Oh, sorry, hefty on. It was a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won. Oh, he's still alive. Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Fergeis himself. I'm gonna do that again. Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Fergeis himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Ha ha ha. It's a nice ring. Above you. Ladies and gentlemen, inspectors and invertebrates, the opening act dragged on overlong, but worry not. The main event is about to begin. The Phantom Thief. I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now, I invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Vile fiend, mark my words, you have stolen your last treasure. I swear it on the Manderville name. Uh-oh, it's Greg. I think not, Hildibrand. So happy to see him. Greg! 'Tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired. This is good. Auden! You bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear. Do you not mean your skewer? My spear! Vile thief, is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once! Hopefully I'm not peeking the mic there. Oh-ho, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only. And here it comes. Now it's raining truffles? But the battle's already... Mr. Typhon, Just a moment. I'm sure I had a tissue here somewhere. Huh? Huh? The glimmering gem. He's gonna get it. Alas and alack, the ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend. Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a Manderville man. Godbird! Just in time. But of course, brilliant, father. If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring. Why, it'll be just like Dalamud. Hildibrand Helidor Maximilian Manderville. Skyward as only a Manderville can! The lightning. And right past the ring. Father! You know not your own strength! $997, $998, $990. Oh, I did peek the mic. Sorry. Really gotta watch my levels more. Dove headfirst into the ground. Like a true Manderville man. These legs, they look strangely familiar. Ah, put a little too much spin on that one, it seems. Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing, this ring is fake. But no matter. I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends, you have been a most attentive audience. That key! Bloody hells! Guards, seize the fiend at once! Uh-oh. That's a bomb. He got knocked down. Nah, she's just pleased with herself. It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry. It's gone. Second prize? What is the meaning of this? Many-faced fiend or no, the man spoke true. A master goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica. Preposterous. It's just, the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll step over here. Gonna try to buy him off, eh? Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily. Oh. Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain. Villa, hi. Oh, did she switch it out? I sold out my honor, joined forces with an odious octopus, all for a false treasure. What a fool I've been. Whatever was I thinking? Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said, was it not? You were thinking of dear Hegelina, and nothing more. I suppose I was at that. How do you know my sister's name? I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tell you to the Nanawa mines to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister. He's gonna get smacked. Oh, he's learning. You have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not be easily regained, but I will not shirk from the challenge. One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly the second prize, this Ring of Inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. A pattern that betrays his true intentions. Well, they're all old-on, like, relics. The Tree Blade, Azamus Virtue, the Ring of Inquiry, all relics with quite a history. Or, to be more precise, relics from the era of the Briardiens. Oh ho! If that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found Eorzea's greatest museum of Briardian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards will appear on the scene to tell us just as much. Alright, who's going to be the target of the card this time? My bet is on Ultros. Oh. Oh, that's a big card. Mm-mm. I have enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is the thief's final challenge to us. But what are these 4 treasures of which he speaks? Well, it's the 3 you just stole and 1 more, clearly. Where the 4 treasures of Belladia become 1, the wicked shall be judged in the light of the blazing sun. Prophetic. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that. And yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words. Four sacred relics from Belladia. The Warden's justice. Lofty words coming from a glorified footpad. One who's winning over the common folk by the day, if the rumors are to be believed. It would seem that the tales of Master Thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets thus far. An Uldan collector and her hired thugs, a trading mogul and the brass blades, and now a mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Uldans would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims? Astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our quarry clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the Syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself? Aha! Then it will be his downfall. For the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Just one moment, if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces. There is but one man who shall lay claim to the 4 lost relics of Belladia, and it shall be Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence. Was that? No, it couldn't be. Ha! He thinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles. Briardiens just chastising them. Let's see the preview for next episode. Next time on the Hildibrand Adventures. It's a race to recover the 4 lost relics of Belladia. As the fiend's true identity and aspirations are revealed, will Eorzea fall prey to the forces of evil? Or will our hero do what only a Manderville can? Hildibrand will return in her last vow.
The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually looked like? I have. And how did they freeze in midair like that? Talk about mystery. Oh well. And see you next time.
Alright. Okay. Where am I? Okay, cool. Thank you for listening. I'm tired. Or rather, my voice is tired. I'm not, like, super physically tired. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you all next time.